Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, welcome, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This is Nothing Special Tarot. I'm so glad you're here. My name's Angela. I'm going to read your cards for the week of January 19th through 25th. Now, ordinarily, I would give everybody their own read, one for Cancer, one for Scorpio, one for Pisces. But I'm a little pressed for time this week, and I wanted to keep it sweet and short and simple for my mental health and for yours. So, with that said, let's get going. Today I'm going to use Earth and Bone Oracle to get us started. This is one of my favorite decks. I use this every single day for myself. It's gorgeous. I mean, look at it. It's a little worn on the side. You can see that because I really do use this every day. It's just gorgeous. And the messages have a lot of depth, right? Which is perfect for us water signs. All right. Spirit, what is going on for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces? What is going on for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces? Bear with me while I shuffle. I am painfully slow at this. I have moderate dyspraxia. My hands do not work the way my brain and my eyes tell them to sometimes. And I envy with all my heart those readers that are just like shuffling, right? And the cards are flying out and they look really freaking cool. It doesn't happen for me that way. But we still get the information we need. All right, one more shuffle. One more split. Being told, no, one more shuffle. Okay. Huh, okay. Alrighty. So we got number 18. 1 plus 8 breaks down to 9, which, interestingly enough, I think it was fire and air also had 9s for their oracle cards. Earth didn't. They had a 3. Okay, so yeah, we've got number 18, the Sorcerer. Ambition, willpower, creation. Let's take a look and see exactly what this is about. Attraction is an inner process based on how you choose to think or react. Never operate from deficiency or lack. Circumstances have very little to do with reality. It's your attitude towards circumstances that reflects your reality and life. Take what you are and accept it. You are not deficient. You are unique. Be the kind of person you choose to be. Everything that comes your way is an opportunity and a blessing. Celebrate it. Take control of your thoughts. You have the power to make your life absolutely perfect. The image in your mind manifests into reality. The key to having any desire is visualization. Believe it. Even when circumstances get you down, understand that there are no mistakes. Everything in this world is a miracle. There is a lesson in everything. Celebrate the lessons. When you begin to change thought into quality thinking, or change your thinking from how things appear, and practice being grateful for every lesson, you unlock the flow of your desires. Okay, let's see what this is about. I feel the need to clear the space a little bit. All right. Yeah, all right. So I'm going to use the Cute Cat Tarot. You know, I got these cards because I'm a crazy cat lady, which, by the way, if you hear sort of a wheezy noise in the background, that's my cat Leela. She is blind and she has a little bit of asthma and she's having a wheezy day today. She's back here bathing herself, so she's making a little bit of a wheezy noise. Yes, she's been to the vet. Yes, this is normal for her. She's okay. Just a little noisy. Okay, cute cat tarot deck. You know, the thing that attracted me to this, I'll show you guys up close. Look, it's so sparkly and shiny. I do love it. I'm not sure what to think about it. My son and I have been discussing whether or not we think this is AI slop or just really cute artwork with words written by somebody whose first language is not English, because there's a lot of misspellings and such on here. He thinks it's AI. And I'm not going to go on my usual diatribe about AI, but I do really like this deck. It's just cute. All right, Spirit. What is up for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces the week of January 19th through 25th? What's going on with this Sorcerer card? All right. Okay. So, past energy. Okay. Interesting. All right. So, in your past energy, we've got 7 of Cups. And we've got 6 of Cups. And the Knight of Wands, which says to me, you've got a lot going on in your head. Maybe not even your head, your heart. A lot of things spinning around in there. You're not sure what to choose. Looking at the past. The past is swimming around in there. It's one of these 7 cups for sure. What is it about the past? And who is the Knight of Wands? It's like you're waiting on somebody. Maybe an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. Could be. You're waiting on a fire sign to do something. Okay. What's that about? What's the present energy? Present energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Present energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Present energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh man, you guys. All right. So we've got 8 of Swords. You really are a prisoner of your own thoughts right now. Whatever this is, it's not just grabbing you by the heart, it's grabbing you in the mind, and it is not letting you go. The 8 of Swords, if you look at the card, it's very similar to the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So she's got all these swords around her, right? And she's bound by ropes, and she's got this blindfold. She can't see what's going on around her. But, you know, you could look at it as she could get out. I mean, look at that. There's space to just walk right out of there, right? This is about how our thoughts bind us sometimes. You know, we stay basically imprisoned by our own worries. Whatever this is going on, you're thinking of leaving. There's a 6 of Swords, and that's about moving on to sunnier shores. It's leaving the choppy water and like moving on to a smooth sailing, right? Who are you leaving? What are you leaving? Because it looks like who or whatever this is, you had some words. Okay. 5 of Swords. Should you cut your losses and just move on? Who is this? Is this work? Is this a relationship? Is this a family member? Let me get a clarifying deck here. Okay. What is this about? Spirit, who or what? What's happening? Okay. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Chariot, which is another card about movement, right? You're really thinking of leaving. But as to who or what, it's the Knight of Wands again, right? That's who we got here in the past energy. Really, Spirit? You couldn't be more specific than that? This is whoever this is, and I have an intuition this is a relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, a family relationship, I don't know, but the person that you are thinking of leaving, they're action oriented, they're fiery, they're creative, maybe a little hot-headed sometimes. Yeah, maybe a little too, what's the word I'm looking for? A little too spontaneous for your tastes. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at potential future outcome here. And I say potential outcome because the last card in a tarot spread doesn't mean that is the end all be all, right? We always have choice. We can always change the outcome of a thing, which is, I'm pretty sure what Sorcerer was getting at, right? It's all about your thoughts. It's how you see the situation. And I am not defending the Knight of Wands. I don't know what this person did or said, but you know, sometimes things happen and we don't always see the wisdom at play. But let's see what the outcome is. Okay. One split. So I can see by the Eight of Pentacles, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you feel like you've put in a lot of work to this relationship. I think you feel like you have been diligent and steadfast. And oh look, there's Leela. There she is. Blissfully unaware that we're talking. Yeah, you've put in a lot of work to this, and you feel like the Knight of Wands hasn't reciprocated in a fashion that is equitable. Like they're not even trying, is how you're seeing it. And whatever you decide to do, if you decide to go, this is going to be on your mind for a long time. I'm wondering if this is a situation of sunk cost fallacy, right? Like, we put in so much work to our relationships, and we love and we give and we listen, right? We nurture, and it doesn't always come back to us. And I'm not saying like you go into relationships with an expectation of like tit for tat, right? Of course, it doesn't work that way. I mean, sometimes one person's going to do the heavy lifting, right? And the other person can lean on them for support. And then the roles reverse. And that's how it's supposed to be. But there's kind of an equal give and take here that I'm not feeling is occurring for you. And I mean, look, you can love somebody unconditionally, but that doesn't mean you have to condone their behavior. I've learned that the hard way. Seriously. If you're being disrespected in some way, if your feelings are not being heard, you know, if you're constantly being left on red, yeah, okay, I can see why you're thinking about going. But you're not really letting go if the Nine of Swords is in your future, right? I mean, this is awful anxiety. This is shit that keeps you up all night. This is not sleeping. Okay. Let's see if we have any advice. Who do we want to use for advice? All right. Let's go to spirit animals. Maybe that'll give us some good direction here. I'm running out of space, you guys. Okay. Advice for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Advice for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Advice for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Man, this feels awful. Ugh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Being told to take 2. So, what we've got here is Panther Spirit, reclaim your power, and Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely. You guys, I think whatever this is has you feeling really disempowered, and what Spirit is saying is maybe take a step back, get out of your feelings, which I know, easier said than done, right? Get out of your feelings and use your mind wisely. Like, look at this from a very objective point of view, if you will. Make a list. I do that sometimes when I can't decide and my intuition is like muddied up by, my feelings. I make a list. Like all the positives about a relationship, all the negatives about it. Because here's the thing, I think some things, it's very easy to say, like, there's nuance, there's gray areas, there's 2 sides to every story, right? But then there are other things that are just inexcusable, right? If you are being shut down when you try to talk about your feelings in a kind way, in a mature way, using the I statements like, I feel hurt, or I felt hurt. when you forgot my birthday. I was really looking forward to celebrating it with you, right? That's the appropriate way to bring it up rather than, you fucking bastard, you forgot my birthday again. Again, and never, always, those are not productive words when we're talking to people. Man, I wish everybody knew that. Anyway, yeah, just take a step back, be objective. Is the way you're being treated just, there's no excuse for it? I'm kind of getting the sense there is, and I can't tell you whether to leave or to stay, but I think the overall message here is, get out of your feelings and ask yourself, if your friend, your sister, your brother, one of your kids, if someone came to you and said, hey, so-and-so is doing this, like, how would you feel about it, right? Would you say that's just inexcusable? Or would you say, well, there might be another side to that. Why didn't you go talk to them? I feel like I need to pull one more card. I'm going to go back to Earth and Bone. Man, I was not expecting this. Okay. Further advice. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Further advice for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. Beloved, love, reciprocity, intertwinement. So, again, the question of reciprocity comes up. Love is not something that you talk about or just say. Like, just because somebody says, I love you, it doesn't mean they love you, right? Love is in the actions. Love is in how they treat you, how you feel around them. So, I think that's your answer there. Whatever it is, I wish you guys the best of luck, and please do not stay in this energy. Use the swords to cut the feelings loose, okay? If you do decide to move on from this Knight of Wands, just reclaim your power. I know, again, that's something that's easier said than done, but the thing about Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, our feelings are our superpower. And I say that with complete confidence because I am the parent of a Cancer and the parent of a Pisces. I'm a Scorpio. And sometimes, yeah, our feelings can get in the way. They really can. But I think you're going to know the right thing to do for you. So I hope when we see each other again, things are better. And you're out of all this swords energy. And, yeah, don't be nice. Be kind.